to all our wonderful listeners. Welcome back to the Learn English Hub. I am Emma, and I am so happy to be here with you today for another cozy study session. It is a beautiful day to practice our English together.
Hello, everyone. I am Daniel. I am also very excited to be here with Emma and with all of you. I have my coffee ready, and I am feeling very relaxed. I hope you are all feeling comfortable and ready to learn some new things today.
That sounds lovely, Daniel. I have my tea right here, so I am ready too. Today, we have a very special topic for our listeners. We are going to talk about essential English phrases that you need for daily conversations. These are the phrases that help you survive and make friends in English.
That is right, Emma. When you are a beginner, it can feel scary to speak. You might worry about making mistakes. But having a few key phrases in your pocket makes everything much easier. It gives you confidence.
Exactly. Confidence is the most important thing when learning a language. You do not need to be perfect. You just need to communicate. So, Daniel, where should we start today? What is the first thing we do when we meet someone?
Well, usually we say hello. But we can do better than just hello, right? I think we should start with greetings. It is the very first step in any conversation.
I agree completely. Everyone knows hello or hi, and those are perfect. But we often want to ask how the other person is feeling. The most common phrase is, "How are you?"
Yes, how are you is the classic phrase. It is polite and friendly. But Emma, sometimes native speakers talk very fast. They might say, "How are you doing?" instead.
That is a great point. "How are you doing?" means exactly the same thing as, "How are you?" It is just a little bit more casual. And usually the answer is simple. You can say, "I am good, thank you," or "I'm fine, thanks."
And do not forget to ask back. That is very important for being polite. If someone asks you, "How are you?" you should answer and then say, "And you?"
Yes, that is the secret to a good conversation. It is like a game of tennis. You hit the ball back. So let's practice. Daniel, how are you doing today?
I am doing very well, thank you, Emma. And you?
I am great. Thanks for asking. See? It is very simple and natural. Now, imagine you are meeting someone for the very first time. You need to introduce yourself.
Right. This is often where beginners get nervous. But the phrase is very easy. You simply say, "My name is," and then your name. For example, "My name is Daniel."
Or you can shorten it to "I am," like "I am Emma." Both are perfect. After you say your name, there is a very nice phrase you should use. It is, "Nice to meet you."
Nice to meet you. I love that phrase. It instantly makes you sound friendly and warm. It tells the other person that you are happy to speak with them.
Exactly. And if someone says, "Nice to meet you" to you, you can simply reply, "Nice to meet you too." That little word, "too," at the end is important. It means also.
Okay, so we have said hello and we have introduced ourselves. But what happens if we are in a new city and we need something? Asking for information is a huge part of daily life.
Oh, definitely. Imagine you are walking on the street and you are lost. Or maybe you are in a shop. The most polite way to start a question is with the phrase, "Excuse me."
Excuse me. That is such a powerful phrase. It is magic. It gets people's attention without being rude. You can say, "Excuse me, where is the station?" Or, "Excuse me, do you have the time?"
Yes, "excuse me" is essential. It is soft and polite. Another very useful phrase for asking for things is, "I am looking for." For example, if you are in a store, you can say, "Excuse me, I am looking for water."
That is a great structure. I am looking for, It is very clear. And it works for everything. I am looking for the bathroom. I am looking for the bus stop. It tells the person exactly what you need help with.
And speaking of help, sometimes you just need to ask for it directly. A very honest and good phrase is, "Can you help me?"
Can you help me? Simple and direct. Most people are very kind and will say yes. But Emma, what if the other person speaks too fast? This happens all the time to beginners.
Oh, I know that feeling. You are listening, but the words are just flying by too quickly. It is okay to admit you do not understand. You should say, "I do not understand."
Yes, be honest. I do not understand. And then you can ask them to fix it. You can say, could you repeat that, please?
Could you repeat that, please? That is one of my favorite phrases for learners. It gives you a second chance to hear the words. And do not forget to add please. It makes a big difference.
Absolutely. Please and thank you are the oil that makes the machine of conversation run smoothly. Another variation is, could you speak slower, please?
Oh, that is a lifesaver. Could you speak slower, please? Native speakers often do not realize they are speaking fast. If you ask them nicely, they will slow down for you.
Exactly. Never be afraid to ask for clarity. It shows that you want to learn and you want to communicate. Now, let's talk about something everyone loves: food and coffee.
Oh, yes. I love going to cafes. Ordering food is a great way to practice English because you do it every day. So, Daniel, how do you order your coffee?
Well, a beginner might say, I want coffee. But that can sound a little bit strong or rude. It is better to say, I would like a coffee, please.
I would like. This is the golden phrase for ordering. I would like a sandwich. I would like a tea. It is much more polite than I want.
And if you are pointing at something in a bakery case, you can say, I would like this, please. It is very useful if you do not know the specific name of the pastry.
That is a great tip. Pointing is okay as long as you use polite words. And then, usually, the waiter will ask you something like, anything else?
Right. And if you are finished ordering, you can say, no, that is all, thank you. It signals clearly that the order is complete.
No, that is all, thank you. Perfect. Then comes the part where we have to pay. What do we ask then?
We ask, how much is it? Or simply, how much? This is crucial for shopping, for taxis, for everything. How much is this?
Yes, and sometimes you might need the check or the bill at a restaurant. You can simply say, "Can I have the bill, please?"
Can I have the bill, please? Excellent. I am getting hungry just talking about this, Emma.
Me too, Daniel. But we have more to discuss. Let's think about keeping a conversation going. Sometimes you meet someone and you want to make small talk.
Small talk is very cultural in English-speaking countries. We love to talk about things that are not very serious. And the number one topic is the weather.
Always the weather. It is safe and easy. A very common phrase is, "It is nice today, isn't it?"
It is nice today, isn't it? That invites the other person to agree with you. Or, if it is raining, you might say, it is cold today.
Exactly. It is a way to connect without pressure. You can also talk about the location. For example, "This place is nice," or "I like this music."
Phrases starting with I like are very good for beginners. I like your bag. I like this food. It shares a positive feeling. People love to hear compliments.
That is so true. Being positive helps you make friends. Daniel, what if we need to agree with someone? If someone says, "This coffee is good," how do we respond?
You can say, I agree. Or, even simpler, me too. Me too is the easiest way to show you feel the same way.
Me too. I use that all the time. It connects you to the other person instantly. Now, what about the opposite? What if you need to say no, but you want to be polite?
That is tricky. Saying just no can feel harsh. It is better to say, no thank you. Or, if you cannot do something, you can say, I am sorry, I can't.
I am sorry, I can't. That is very useful. Sorry is another word we use a lot in English. We use it to apologize, but also to soften a refusal.
Yes, we apologize a lot. If you bump into someone on the street, you say, oh, sorry. It is an automatic reflex.
It really is.
So, we have covered greetings, ordering, asking for help, and small talk. Now, we need to know how to end a conversation. You cannot just walk away.
No, please do not just walk away. That would be very strange. You need a closing phrase. The most common one is goodbye, but we have friendlier options too.
I really like "see you later." It implies that you will meet again, even if you are not sure when. It feels very friendly. See you later.
And a very nice general wish is, have a nice day. You can use this with anyone, a cashier, a friend, a taxi driver. Have a nice day.
Or, in the evening, have a good evening. It leaves the person with a smile. And if you are talking to a friend, you can say, talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon. That is a great one. You know, Emma, looking back at all these phrases, they are quite simple structures, but they cover almost every situation a beginner faces.
That is the beauty of it. You do not need thousands of words to survive. You just need the right words. Let's do a quick recap of the most important ideas we discussed today.
Good idea. A quick summary helps our listeners remember. So, first, we had greetings. How are you? And the reply, I am good, thanks.
Then we had introductions. My name is, and nice to meet you. Remember to smile when you say it.
Then we talked about politeness and questions. Excuse me, please, and thank you. And the very important, could you repeat that?
For ordering food or shopping, we use I would like and how much is it?
And finally, saying goodbye with see you later or have a nice day.
It sounds so manageable when you list them like that. I hope our listeners feel more confident now. You really can handle daily conversations with just these tools.
I think they can. And remember, the key is practice. You do not need a teacher to practice these phrases. You can talk to yourself in the mirror.
I used to do that. It really helps. Or talk to your pets. My cat is a very good listener. But really, just try to say them out loud. Your mouth needs to get used to the shapes of the words.
Exactly. Muscle memory is real. And do not worry about mistakes. If you say, I want coffee, instead of, I would like coffee, people will still understand you and give you the coffee. The goal is connection, not perfection.
That is beautiful advice, Daniel. Connection, not perfection. And speaking of connection, we would love to connect with you, our listeners.
Yes, if you enjoyed this episode, please let us know. We want to know which phrase was your favorite. Was it, excuse me? Or maybe, I would like?
You can leave us a comment below. We read all of them, and it makes us so happy to see you practicing. Also, if this podcast helped you, please consider subscribing to the Learn English Hub channel.
Yes, please subscribe and hit the like button. It helps us create more lessons for you. We are building a community here, and we want you to be a part of it.
We have so many more topics coming up. We will talk about travel, hobbies, and maybe even some grammar tips in a fun way. You do not want to miss it.
Definitely not. Learning English is a journey, and we are here to walk with you every step of the way. So, take these phrases, go out into the world, and try to use at least one of them today.
Just one. That is your homework. Use one English phrase today. Thank you so much for listening and spending this time with us. It has been a pleasure.
Thank you, everyone. Keep practicing, stay positive, and be kind to yourself as you learn. We will see you in the next episode.
Goodbye, everyone. Have a wonderful day.
See you later. Goodbye.